Welcome to Love from Lisha. For an extra dose of love in your day, click subscribe and the bell to be notified when new videos go live weekly. Today we'll be talking about making room for love in your life. Many times I have conversations with people where they say something like, I want love, but it's too distracting, I'm too busy, I need to accomplish certain goals, there's too much emotional investment, or I'm just not ready for it. Those are all excuses. If you are wanting love, if you're thinking, oh, that would be nice, but I have to wait, I would ask you to question, what are those limiting beliefs? What's true about that? What's true about needing to wait? For example, if you're thinking, I am ambitious and I have all these goals, I don't want a relationship to get in my way, I need to do these things first. Have you considered that maybe there's something to a relationship, one that you could be in that is healthy and supportive, where it could actually help you get to your goals sooner, more successfully, and with more joy? What if there is a relationship that you could have that would not hold you back but would propel you forward? What would it be like for you as a high achiever to have that in your life, to have someone where you're like, not to be corny, but they're the wind beneath my wings? It would be they give you this energy that elevates you, that inspires you, that encourages you. It doesn't have to be this weight. If you're looking at relationships as this weight where it's heavy and you have to spend time, or maybe you're someone, when you do things, you have to do it right, you have to put all of your time and energy into it, I would question that too. Does it have to be true? Are you able to make room for what's important to you professionally or in other areas of your life, as well as for a romantic partner? If it's something that you're wanting, let there be room for that. Let yourself have a relationship with the caveat that it's the right one. It's one that's healthy and that lifts you up, brings out the best in you, and helps you further your success towards reaching your professional goals, educational goals, whatever that might be. That's what's going to help determine whether or not it's the right partner for you. If you're someone where you tend to be very driven and ambitious, now's the right time when you're in that modality to find someone who's going to be really strong and be with you in a way that is really supportive of that and helps further your success in what you want. And then you'll have that gift when you're the right person for that partner to give them what they need to help them, and knowing that you're helping them and making their life better and they're making your life better. That's amazing. That's where the magic is. You are not just being lifted by someone, you're not lifting someone else up. You're there for each other. You are partners. That partnership is the two of you together, connected, respecting, understanding, communicating with one another. You can't have a relationship if it's not serving you well, if it's not healthy, if it's not the right one, if you're settling. No, that's not the right relationship for you or for anyone else. Yes, you can have a relationship if it's one where it has all of these qualities that are so important to who you are at your core, not just now. For example, if you're at a point where you're feeling vulnerable or you're needy and you want someone who can help support you, that's just a situation rather than who you are personally. Don't look for someone who can be a band-aid for where you are right now. First, do the work on yourself. Be who you want to be for the person that you want to be with, and then you will attract that energy and you will be ready for that. When I was in my 20s, I dated, and it was just for fun and for exploring and for the journey. And yeah, I wanted people that I was compatible with, but I wasn't ready to find the one until a certain point when I really felt not just I would like to meet someone, it would be nice to spend time with someone, but I felt deep in my soul, I'm ready. I am ready for love. I am ready for something that is significant. I am in a place within myself where I am secure, I am confident, I am ready to give to someone in a way that I want that person to give to me. And it just felt like this was my time. And sure enough, and soon after that, I met the man who would later become my husband. Coincidentally, he had, just within days, created a list of 10 qualities that he wanted to find in his partner. He was ready for love, and his friend had said, you know what you need to do? You need to get clear on what you want. Call it law of attraction or manifestation. He created this list of 10 qualities that were important to him. At first, he'll come up with the obvious ones: fun, trustworthy, kind. As you keep going, you're going to have to dig deeper within yourself to really look at what is truly important. What are my values that I want someone else to share? And that is where true compatibility comes from. When you're sharing those values, it's not just that you're having fun together. It's not just that you're attracted to each other. It's not that you share common interests. It's that you have these core values around maybe family or religion or how you treat others, how you expect to be treated, your whole identity and what that is at your essence, at your core. Thinking about a time in your life when everything felt like it was in flow and it was amazing, everything was just right as it should be, and you just felt safe and happy and you wanted that to continue forever. Those are where values were being honored. Think back to those kinds of times, those peak experiences, and look at what values were showing up there. Who was I with? What was I doing? What was important to me? What was being honored in me? And write that down. Those are also qualities that should be on the list, because those are the things that bring resonance and fulfillment. And once you have that clarity with those 10 items, when you meet people, you're going to have a great compass to use as reference to determine, this person seems amazing and I'm excited about them, but how does who they are compare to what's on my list, to this list that you came up with when you were in a place that was calm and secure, clear-headed, and open? What were those items and how does this person compare? Because it's easy when you're caught up in a new relationship to be like, well, they don't have these qualities and they don't have this and I kind of like them to have this, but okay, whatever. We're extra forgiving and flexible, but often that doesn't lead to longevity and to strength in one's short-term and long-term connection and strength of the continuing relationship. So honestly, look at those qualities from a place where you are feeling grounded and secure and positive and open. And then go out into the world and just be curious and open and let those opportunities present themselves, or share with people that you're talking to, I'm looking for someone who has these qualities. Then you have something specific. It's much better than, oh, I'd like to meet someone, and then someone says, oh, I know someone who's really nice and they're single, I'll set you guys up. And then of course it gets frustrating because over a long time having miss after miss after miss can be really hard. It's kind of like when you're shooting darts at a target. If you have your eyes closed and you're just like, maybe it'll hit, maybe it'll hit, maybe it'll hit. After a while, your arm's gonna get tired, you're gonna get discouraged. But if you know exactly what that bullseye looks like, what you're aiming for, and you can have focused laser vision on that, then as you're looking around, as you're out and about, you will know it when you see it. You will be like, that's it. My husband, he called his friend after we had our first date and said, I met the woman I'm going to marry. That night when we were saying goodbye, we gave each other a hug, and I thought to myself, I found him. I finally found him. And the reason is because we were so clear on what we wanted, what was important to us, who we were, and who was right for us, who wasn't right for us, that we knew. There was a sense of knowing. And I've heard this time and time again from other couples that have been married for many years. There is a sense of knowing. I've found this person. There's no turning back. This is a turning point in my life. And it's not infatuation. It's not lust. It's this inner feeling of just calmness. And like, this is it. I've arrived. There's no perfect time. My parents, they met at a time when my dad said he wished they had met later in life because he had all these projects he wanted to do. He had all of these ideas after college, but he and my mom, they met when he was just about to graduate. Did he say, oh, this person's amazing, but never mind? No, because if you find that right person, that is the right time. The time that's right for you is that time when you cross paths with that person. You can't force it. But if you do want love and you're open to finding love, it's going to work with whatever else you have going on. It's not about timing. It's about who you are within yourself. Are you grounded? Are you ready to bring yourself generously, kindly, lovingly to a relationship? Are you crystal clear on that person who is really, really right for you long term? Then you can go forward with that courage, knowing if I meet this person tomorrow, we are going to be so compatible that the path that we have will be the one that we are meant to have. We'll navigate it together no matter how busy our lives are, no matter what's going on for either of us. When there's that strength and compatibility, you meet when that time is right. And if you keep holding off and pushing it aside and saying later, 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 well, when you're finally ready, that time might not come. You might have waited so long that it becomes harder to find that right person. You've kept that door sealed shut for so long, it's hard to unstick it. So consider, if you're saying, no, not now, one day, maybe later, what is it that you might need to work on within yourself as far as that trust and that openness and really knowing who you are and who's going to help lift you up rather than any kind of smothering or restricting or compromising? You have a right to authentically be who you are and show up in that way, and for that to be respected, accepted, and loved. The person that you are choosing to have in your life deserves that as well. Come as you are, bring your best, and also accept that from the other person, knowing that no one's perfect. You're not perfect, they're not perfect, but when those values, when those 10 things on your list are showing up in that other person, and you're showing up for them the way that they want and need from a healthy, grounded place, then you'll figure it out. You'll be able to navigate it together. These uncertain waters that kind of come in and come out and might be rocky and might be still and smooth sailing, you can work through that together if you just have that trust and that persistence and that willingness. So I encourage you to think about, if you're wanting love, why not sooner rather than later? Why put off until tomorrow what might happen today? Be open and willing to let what comes across your path that might be truly amazing for you be seen, to be recognized as something worth giving attention to, and trusting that it's going to work out, it's going to be fine, and it just might be amazing. I'd love to hear from you in the comments about where you are in looking at relationships, what you're wanting, what you're willing to change your perspective or your mindset on in order to have what could be truly amazing for you. And if you like this video, please click like, share, subscribe, click the bell to be notified of upcoming episodes. And for more about me, my website is CoachLisha.com. Until next time, with more love from Lisha. Bye!